Horses are moving on to the course for the second race, the Bright Hour. 18 national fences is all, and 3 times under the wire completes the course. This is the same 3-mile course as the feature today, race 7, the Iroquois. And the flag is up. And down goes the flag, and off they go in race 2 here in Nashville. And by it's the first time, the local color, Classical Art, goes for the lead as they gallop along to fence number 1. About 6 now, back to All the Way Jose, then comes Plated, followed by Polestar. Perfect Union, 2.5 to Selection Sunday. And Osmaz is the early back marker as they're all up and over fence number 1. On they go to the second. Classical Art has the lead. All the Way Jose on the outside. Plated is next. Then we go to Perfect Union. Polestar is 5th, about 7 lengths behind the leader. Osmaz is next, and then Selection Sunday as they move to the back straight for the first time. A handful of horse for Jack Doyle here with Classical Art as they turn and head down the back straight. Classical Art on top, 2.5. All the Way Jose, a deep jump there. Plated in the 3rd spot, and 2.5 to Osmaz. Polestar still 5th on the outside, 2.5 to Perfect Union. Selection Sunday is 7th as they tackle fence number 5 of 18 here in the Bright Hour Stakes. And down the back straight they go. Classical Art in front by 4. All the Way Jose is next. 2.5 to Plated. Then comes Osmaz. 3 more to Polestar. Perfect Union, Selection Sunday as the 7 are all strung out into the far turn. Up the slight hill and the left-hand turn. And we have Classical Art still on the lead, 2.5 now, to the good of All the Way Jose. Another 2.5 to Plated. Osmaz roughly 6 lengths behind the leader. Then comes Polestar, Perfect Union, Selection Sunday. As they come to the wire for the second of 3 times. This is fence number 9, halfway home in the Bright Hour, and Classical Art moving well on the lead, 2.5 in front of All the Way Jose. Another gap of 2.5. Plated has 6 to gain on the leader. Then Osmaz, 4 back to Polestar. Perfect Union is next, and the back marker is Selection Sunday. As they head on to fence number 10. It's Classical Art on the lead by 2.5. All the Way Jose in second, and then comes Plated as they make the left-hand turn to the back straight for the final time. Classical Art in front by 2.5. All the Way Jose is next as they take the 12th. Then comes Plated, 2.5 back to Osmaz. On the outside, Polestar, Selection Sunday, and Perfect Union as they head down the back straight for the final time. Still Classical Art. In front by 2.5 all the way, Jose. The positions haven't changed. Then comes Osmaz, and on the inside is Plated. Polestar moves a closer fifth. Perfect Union gains, and Selection Sunday is at the back, only about 7 lengths off the leader. Classical Art now feels the heat as all the way Jose comes on. Osmaz on the outside and Plated to the inside. 2.5 Perfect Union. Then comes Polestar, and Selection Sunday apparently lost his rider. And around the far turn, Classical Art has the lead. All the way, Jose. These two are now heads apart. 2.5 back to Osmaz. Plated on the inside. Then 2 more back to Perfect Union. They turn for home in the Bright Hour, and Classical Art has the lead now with 2 to go. All the way, Jose on the outside. Plated gets the whip. Perfect Union next, Osmaz on the outside. Here they come to the final. All the way, Jose. Plated is flying on the inside. Classical Art gives way. Here they are, 70 yards to the wire. Plated up in time for Brendan Crowley. The second race, now official, the winner. Number 2, Megalyn O'Brien's Plated. Number 6, All the Way, Jose was second. Number 5, Classical Art was third. Number 7, Perfect Union fourth. The time, 5:51 3/5.
As Tony mentioned, the winner of the second race, number 2, Plated, owned by Maggie O'Brien, trained by Jimmy Day, ridden to victory today by Brendan Crowley. The trophy presentation will be made by Mrs. Calvin Hoagland, Mr. Calvin Hoagland Jr., Ansley McLaren, the child ambassador from the from the Monroe Carroll Jr.'s Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, Dr. Meg Rush, the Chief of Staff and Executive Medical Director at the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt. Congratulations to all. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined by the winning trainer, Jimmy Day, of the number 2 Plated. That was a big race for him. He came into this race this afternoon. He didn't have very good attempts in his last 2 starts. He didn't actually finish either of those. What was the change that was made back home for your game plan to make this today a victory?
Well, he hasn't really run a bad race. The last day he was traveling good. 3 from home, the horse landed on top of him, and we had to pull up. We didn't know if he was going to be hurt or not, and he came back good. But he's won at Saratoga. He's legit. And 3 Mile is what he's been crying out for.
And you put the apprentice of Brendan Crowley on. He got a weight advantage. He came in at 143. Do you think that had any advantage as well?
Oh, weight off always helps. 3 Mile, no brainer.
Well, he ran perfectly, so congratulations on a big race here today in the second race, Jimmy. I know you've got another horse, so go get ready.
Thanks so much.